EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Buffalo Bills and the Indianapolis Colts. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jacobs to start the drive, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Second and 9 now. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play here for Buffalo. 54 yards. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And we knew that they'd try to attack the secondary, but I'm not sure that we thought they'd do it right on the first drive of the game. But here they saw an opportunity, seized it, and it's a big play right off the bat.
Jacobs. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one, but occasionally the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly, maybe someone tipped it off, but on that play, it had no chance.
Jacobs again, and he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his second rushing touchdown on the year, and the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Ready.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Catch made by Slayton. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Colts had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watcher, 6.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Strike. Check strike.
They'll set up to throw. And this one's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw again. Able to locate his man Slayton on an out route. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We've got you. Now we got 1st and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that. Let's go ahead and put it in the boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometimes. Can you respond and hit back? And they're trying to do exactly that.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And the slot man goes in motion left. And it's caught. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Ready?
They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Check right. Opposite. Green.
They'll run it with Jones. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get him the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Left side to Lamb. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Now the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man, Thornton. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Right side, Thornton with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Jacobs from the gun.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll drop to throw. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
2nd and 6. Forced out to his left. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. They're going to look to throw. Completes this one to Thornton. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about it.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. They'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
On the set. You yellow. Red, yellow. Black shot. Set, huh?
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the ready. Green jack. Needle blue. Spike white.
They'll drop to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the 1st half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. CeeDee Lamb. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have moved out in front. extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. That's complete to Slayton. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Once again, he finds Slayton.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Ready.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Ready.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Ready.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
6. Mega. Cluster. 6. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 14. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Okay, right.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Drill green. Slide blue. Smash red. Yellow.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Red, yellow. Black shot. Green jack.
Back to throw again. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Edo blue. Spike, white. Hut, hut.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
And his kick is indeed good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
Here we go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
On the ball.
Now back to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25.
A big play there for Indy. 52 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete.
And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
He'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
43 rail.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Aaron Jones,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Colts have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Got his man, it's Thornton.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Back to throw here.
He's got his man, Thornton. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
A 1st down run there for Jacobs, but nothing doing as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 37. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here.
That is caught by Lamb.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
CeeDee Lamb.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bills have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
They'll set up to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 60.
And the Bills take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They're going to look to throw. Catch made by Slayton. And some room to roam now. A huge play there on the screen pass. 62 yards.
With wide receiver screens, the timing has to be good, and it was on this play. How about the blocking he received right after the catch?
Yeah, that was great. That opened the hole for that big gain. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
On the double.
On first and goal, they'll try the option left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Here we go.
Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Darius Slayton from 6 yards away.
And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Second and 9 now. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Back to throw now on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Slayton.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Jones. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown Colts. From 4 yards out.
And the Colts have taken a 4th quarter lead. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game. And here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect a lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Second down, Jacobs once more. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. He'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down and move it closer. It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get nothing out of that one.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. He's back to throw.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Ready?
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man. Complete.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle and they couldn't.